and breathe. Celtic are still in it. Celtic are still in the fight. And Celtic are still in the title hunt. That's all that really matters, isn't it? It is all about being in there towards the end of the season. Celtic are definitely that. And it's an interesting day. That's to be said. I'm going to listen to Martin O'Neill. Hopefully we'll get the interview with Martin O'Neill before we finish off today. Martin O'Neill's probably aged 10 years in the past few months. I think there's more than Martin O'Neill's aged 10 years in the last few months. With the fact that Daiz Maeda got a goal today, Kelechi Iheanacho managed to get a goal today. Hibs got a goal, and you've got to say when Hibs got that goal, it was against the run of play. Kelechi Iheanacho takes a ball that comes in from the corner from Kieran Tierney, who was on corner duties. Kelechi Iheanacho heads it, and he didn't head it, sorry, he chests it, the ball goes up, it spins back down, he controls it and takes the shot and it goes in the back of the net, and I've got to say it was a fantastic shot by Kelechi Iheanacho. 3 points roll on to Sunday is all that really matters, and that's what Paul Baird says. Get your comments and tell me what I think about the team. Before, hopefully we'll try and either listen to Martin O'Neill. Let's listen to the Celtic star, the players. First of all, in Callum McGregor, if we can. Let me just get this up.
Every game is massive. We approach it the right way. We did that again today. And it's a big win for sure, but we just have to stay calm and keep working.
Mr. I went missing through the game, Callum McGregor.
Is there anything you could do better?
Maybe just a little bit more patient in the final third. I think sometimes you play against 10 men, you seen it last week as well, 10, 9 men, it's hard to break them down. So credit to Hibs, they worked really hard again. Probably for us just a wee bit of moment of quality, a wee bit of moment of patience, but this guy comes up with another big goal, and you make them defend, and then eventually you get your reward. So yeah, I think we can be pleased with that.
Kelechi, how much are you relishing being that man to make the impact coming on?
Yeah, I'm really pleased and happy to be an impact today in the game for my teammates and for the club. So I'm really happy.
Do you have to have a certain mentality to make sure coming on you're ready to make that impact?
Yeah, I'm always ready with starting or coming on. So I need to just get my head straight and great finish. So we won the game. 3 points is important for us.
Get your head straight.
So we did it.
Callum was talking about patience today. Was that something important even coming on, just to make sure things were calm and have that confidence you were going to get the winner?
Yeah, of course. They keep talking about patience, so we have to have patience to move them side to side to create the chances and the space to come. So we did that, but today we scored in set piece, so that's what matters.
Yeah. I mentioned mentality there. You've been over the course and distance. How key is that experience now at this stage of the season?
Yeah, it's just trying to keep everybody calm. I think I said it probably before the game, and then just thinking about it over the last couple of days. Like, we're Celtic, we have to win every game. So of course we are where we are in terms of chasing, trying to win the title. But even if you had won it in previous seasons, then there's still an expectation for you to win anyway. So that has to be the mindset. We train like that every day, every single day. We have to be winners, and that's the DNA of the club. So it doesn't really change because we're chasing these last few games. You know, it should be an everyday thing, an everyday habit, so that when you come to the games, it becomes normal for you.
Well done today. Daiz Maeda is the player of the match. If you can hand over the William Hill Award, please.
Yeah, we'll do.
Where is Daiz Maeda? That is the big question, because Daiz Maeda limped off the park. It looks like his ankle was black and blue, and it looks like his foot was black and blue. He will be a big miss next week. I'm trying to see if we can hear Martin O'Neill on... I don't know, it was Hibs went down to 10 men, rightly so, and it was the studs were shown. Is Dyson injured? Yes, Daiz Maeda had his boot off at the end of the game, and his foot was black and blue, as was, it looks like going around his ankle, which is a ligament damage. And we will wait and see if he makes the game next week. Martin O'Neill won't give us too much of an update. He'll probably say it's a sore one, and we'll have to wait a couple of days until it calms down. Celtic will have the means to hopefully get Dyson sorted. Can Celtic win the league? Liam said, I'm going to say it, McCowan is a much better player than Benji Negrin. If Negrin isn't scoring goals, he's not doing anything. No penalty. Talking about the penalty decision that was, whoa, it kind of rolled down the player's arm, and then, yeah. And then they're going over the VAR onside for the Celtic goal. Dies Maeda was onside for the goal, and don't think that was in question. I thought it was unbelievable when it went to VAR because I thought he was behind. But the penalty decision, what do you think of that? Last 5 minutes, Maeda was struggling to move. Yes, he was that. We are listening to Radio Scotland to try and see who comes out with the Martin O'Neill interview first. Will it be Sky or will it be Radio Scotland? We will give you both those live on the channel. Get your comments up, see what you think about the game. Who was your man of the match? Dies Maeda, man of the match. Who was the worst player on the pitch? Was it Tenecti? And who was to blame for the Celtic goal, really? Was it Tenecti? Was it Liam Scales? Was it the goalkeeper who came to punch the ball and he didn't connect with it because Austin Trusty was in his way? And that's the reason that the goalkeeper didn't connect with it. Was the goalkeeper at fault? Was Tenecti at fault? Was Benji Negrin at fault for heading the ball back across his own goal rather than just heading it out for a corner? And they would have been able to defend the corner a little bit better. It was terrible to watch. God bless Iniacho. To be fair, Kelechi, oh my God, when the ball landed at his feet, I was delighted. Yes, it was a cracker. Tenecti is a waste of space. Even Boyd says it hits his arm for the Hibs goal. Let's listen to a bit of Chris Boyd right now.
Again.
It doesn't matter. It's either handball or not. I mean, they've got to. There's no grey area with it with them. So if in VAR if they decide it's a handball, then it's chopped off.
The referee can only look at it if they think that it did hit his arm.
That it's a mistake.
Because then it's the factual. So they need to say that the referee's got it wrong. They can't say we think it might be. We're not sure, and you can have a look. That's re-refereeing. That's not what it's brought in for.
Okay, well the goal did stand, but Celtic got the winner in the second half. Kelechi Iheanacho.
Yeah, they did that. Kelechi Iheanacho gets that goal. Let's jump back into this. It was never a goal. Say some of the comments. Not surprised that wasn't disallowed. The goal that hit the hand. Sorry, Baz. Woo, bouncy. Milky Moo Celtic. Don't get that one. Hikumatati gets away with losing the ball when he never gives the ball away. Yet Scales gets hammered by fans. He does pass back when there's no movement in front of him. Pray for a draw tomorrow. Anyway,
they feel there is insufficient evidence of is a mystery to me, I've got to say.
And what about the other incident with the push in the box? The VAR never got involved.
there was the many decisions that were strange. There was a player that lashed out at Alistair Johnson on the side of the pitch. That wasn't even looked at by VAR. There was the push in the box where the Celtic player was rugby tackled. Rugby tackled off the ball. He wasn't even. They didn't even touch the ball, and it was given as nothing. So many decisions. Look, I'm not caring. Do you know what it is? We know that the referees are Masonic. They can't hide it. We know that you had a Tory Masonic referee linesman today. Let's hear what. Let's just hear what this man has to say.
It's a great touch and finish from him, but
It's modern day football taking ownership on a pitch. You know, they're always looking over at the bench. They always want to be reassured that what they're doing is right. Like the last thing I beat about Maeda to score, but your team still conceded. You've got to identify Maeda is out the picture.
Is that not fundamental football though? You know, you're marking the back post. There's a danger there. You've got to go to that.
You've got to
He's an experienced player as well.
Beyond
the 6-yard line.
But even the first one as well.
It's not dangerous.
I think even the first one as well. I mean, it's good, and we spoke about it. That it's sharp from Celtic. But Iredale just takes himself out of the picture. Just goes straight there. 1-2 round about, and he's in behind as well. As you say, Jim, David Gray. Again, I thought, for 10 men, they defended okay, but it's two.
You've got to say, Hibernian defended absolutely fantastic. We're still waiting on Martin O'Neill interview coming out. Never done, but let's hope that Rangers win tomorrow, because we draw with Hearts and they're still in third place. So that means that if Hearts win after they lose tomorrow, it would go to goal difference. There was another penalty incident in the first half as well with Maeda. And the keeper there is Martin O'Neill. Let's listen to Martin O'Neill.
Right. Where will we start? I thought that we started very, very brightly in the game, very brightly, with some really good chances, and then Hibs had the man sent off. We're in front in the game, and we think if there's no such thing as being comfortable, but we are as comfortable as you can feel in the game. We conceded, from our viewpoint, a really poor goal just before half time, back in the melting pot, and then it takes us ages to get the second goal. It was a nervy ending to the game, but overall, obviously in terms of chances that we created, particularly in the first half, fine. But Hibs fought right to the very end, as they did last week against, when they had 9 men. So it was nervy ending for it, but overall, I thought that we made it really, really hard for ourselves in the end, but we got there.
Is it sometimes a difficult balance between forcing it and having that patience against 10 men?
I think that had we gone in, easy to say this here, had we gone in still in front at half time, maybe a different issue. They might have to change their plans, but that suddenly they've got the goal, got something to hang on to, and try as we might, we didn't create enough really clear-cut chances in the second half to force the issue. 1 or 2 went flying across the box. Maybe somebody could come in at the back post, but overall, with a lot of possession that we had, we still didn't really create enough. And then Iheanacho comes on and wins the game for us.
That equaliser was checked for handball. What was your own thoughts on it? Have you had a chance to see it again?
No, I haven't. We have a little monitor at the side. The boys thought it might have been at that stage, but listen, it is what it is.
You mentioned Kelechi. How pleased are you to get that impact again from him off the bench?
Terrific, really, absolutely terrific. He's been magnificent, really, since he's out Dundee. He comes on, wins the game for us there. Big impact there in the Scottish Cup semi-final as well too. Carried it on here, and I'm delighted. He is a proper centre forward. You could see that there in the course of his career.
In terms of Dyson Maeda, how is he? Because he came off, it looked like he was limping a bit with maybe an ankle.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's all right. I think that when we were discussing things in the dressing room, that didn't rear its head at this minute. I'm hoping he's going to be okay. Well, I desperately hope he's going to be okay, because we need him.
Big 3 games now. Are you? So, what sort of result do you want tomorrow then to help your case?
That's a really good point. I hadn't thought about it beforehand. I'll give it some thought, and if I genuinely don't know. I'm not in control of it. That's the easy answer, but obviously I'll be watching it.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely cracking from Martin O'Neill. Martin O'Neill obviously saying that Martin O'Neill saying that he is unaware of the situation with Dyson Maeda. It's not reared its ugly head yet.
5 wins in a row, though, Martin.
Let's listen to Martin on BBC Radio Scotland.
This is the time to do it, is it not?
Well, we've just got to, really, it is honestly just taking each game on its merit. That's all you really can do. You can't control anything else. I've just been asked a question there, what do I want for tomorrow as a result tomorrow?
My next question.
Is it? Was it? All right, okay. So the answer is I honestly, genuinely don't know at the end of it all. We've won today, and that's, so there's a bit of relief for at least 24 hours.
In sense, so you will watch a game tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you'll be kicking every ball and for what team you'll be kicking every ball.
I genuinely don't know, really. I know that even if we win the 3 games at this minute, our goal difference wouldn't be strong enough. Therefore, and even winning the 3 games doesn't guarantee you winning.
And of course, next Sunday is Celtic against Rangers at Parkhead. What do you expect, or do you need to wait until tomorrow to
Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Have a guess.
Yeah.
See what you think. Mayhem, absolute mayhem. Yeah, of course, and regardless of what happens tomorrow, it is what it is. Again, I know I've been saying this for some time. It is, your margin of error is very, very small. It seems like I've been saying that for 3 or 4 months, of which I have been. And but it is what it is.
Does days like this again, does that give you an excitement, Martin, about staying in the job?
Well, I don't know about staying in the job. Does it give me excitement? I get the excitement when we win the game. I get very anxious about the games beforehand, but I've done that all my career. I did that as a manager for all those years, and strangely enough, I actually did it as a player as well too. But I've always felt, if there isn't that anxiety, there's definitely something wrong with me.
And finally, Martin, it's the PFA Awards tonight. Who did you vote for Manager of the Year?
Well, it's a very good point, and I
why was Martin O'Neill not in the offering?
I have to say that John McGlynn did it brilliantly again, and my old pal down at Dunfermline has done some job as well too. So might give you a sort of an indication. As the season is not over, and of course, if other things develop, then the voting might have gone elsewhere. But that gives you an idea of where I am.
Thanks, Martin. Well done again today, and good luck next week.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
That is Martin O'Neill. That is us done and dusted. Martin O'Neill says he's not really bothered about what happens tomorrow. We can all do that. Let's talk about goal difference once again. Celtic are top of the table as it stands, joint. Well, we're in second place. We are joint top of the table with Hearts, who have that massive goal difference. But when you look at it now, it has to be said that goal difference, we're chipping away at it. What if Rangers score 2 or 3 goals against them tomorrow? That brings the goal difference down a bit. It will be interesting. The title running, Celtic are still in it, even though today we thought we were never going to get anywhere near it. What a hard watch that was, wasn't it? Anyway, now we could sit back, have a couple of beers tonight, have your Sunday dinner, enjoy yourself. And let's watch the game tomorrow night. Will we watch it on the other channel or will we watch it on this channel? I don't know about that yet. But anyway, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans. And I wonder what will happen to Dyson Maeda. Will he be available for the run-in? God, it's getting exciting, isn't it? Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.